Hey, what is going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at a premium Bandai kit. As you can tell by the monochrome box art here, this is the Master Grade Shenlong Gundam EW Liaoya Unit. So basically it's exactly the same as the regular standard release Shenlong Gundam EW kit, but now it has this big new sword and shield weapon for this. So I've never built the base kit, so when this P-Bandai kit was announced, I thought, well, now's a good enough opportunity to check out the kit, and now it has the new weapon included with it, as well as some new water slides in there as well, with it being a P-Bandai Master Grade. So looking forward to checking this out. I've always liked the design of the Shenlong. If you guys don't know, the original old, I think it's non-grade or high grade 1/100 scale Shenlong kit was the very first Gundam kit that I ever built. So kind of has a little bit of a special connection there. This is a very different design, being the Katoki version of the design anyway, but let's get into it. This unboxing here. Taking a look around on the outside of the box, with it being a P-Bandai kit, there's not really a whole lot to see. Instead of just the standard color, we do have the continuation of like the stars here onto this side as well. On the ends of the box there, we just got basically the same thing that's on the front, the Gundam looking very cool there on this side. Just a look around there. Let's get it opened up here, and right off the bat we're greeted with that very nice sheet of water slide decals. Thank you very much for that, Bandai. And I can see we do have a clear base part there as well for that, so that'll be nice for the new weapon. Just digging past the runners here at first to just take a look at the manual. So we've got the standard manual for the Gundam, but then we do also have a new bit here, which is specifically for the Liaoya unit. So it's just giving you, these are the new parts included for that, the stand, and then a couple of runners, and then the water slide decals. The color guide is there as well, and then on the back it shows you where to place all the decals on here. So all the decals for the Gundam and the weapons, it's all laid out here in the manual with these nice reference images there, so that's all looking very good. Opening it up, and you can see just the construction of that. It's going to be relatively simple, obviously. It's just a big sword and a shield, so it's not really going to be anything too complicated there. You can see how that's going to be mounted there onto the base as well for when you're throwing the sword. So we'll take a look at all of that, of course, in the review. As for the standard manual here, just the exact same thing like you would get with the regular kit. We'll take a look at this. On the back there is the painting guide for that. You can see just a nice reference to images there of the Gundam front and back there, as well as the 1-point step there for paneling in the kit, and then the painting guide for the pilot figures there as well. Opening up to the middle page, we've got a whole bunch more here. Gundam W, another aspect. So just a bunch of information there, all in Japanese. Unfortunately, no English in the manuals at this point. Gundam W feature number 1 there at the bottom, just about the novel, The Endless Waltz. I think it's Frozen Teardrop novelization there. Over here on the other side, some more nice reference photos, as well as illustration there by Katoki Hajime. And then the Shenlong Gundam model data here, just more poses, and then you can see it posed up there with the Wing Gundam and the Death Scythe as well. All very cool. But let's take a look here at, oh, well, there's more information here on the front page. New mobile suit, new mobile report. Gundam W there, just information about the MS design and the story, I would guess here. That's all in Japanese. Here you can see all the mobile suits, the TV versions versus the Katoki versions. And which ones do you guys prefer? I definitely prefer the Katoki versions, but there's obviously nostalgia related to the TV versions there as well. Gundam W story playback, here it is, just about the Wu Fei in the series, and then Wu Fei in Endless Waltz, so a little bit about his story there. Then we can get to the parts list. So just taking a glance over that, it looks like not all that many runners, and also nothing really all that left over, except for a couple of parts there on the polycap runner. That's pretty much it. So otherwise, just going through the construction there: body, head, arms, left arm, right arm, legs, waist, weapons. Here at the back, you are still going to have all the original weapons, of course. I wouldn't think that any of those would be not included with this version. But then at the back are decal marking guide for that, but of course you won't refer to that because we have this with this particular version. But let's get a look through the runners. Alright, so here is the foil sticker sheet for this, just one for the eyes, and then some other different cameras in there in green, so that's pretty much it. And where the original kit comes with sticker decals and I believe a couple of dry transfers as well, this time we're just getting this nice set of waterslide decals. So some really cool markings on there, just in red and white mostly, and then a couple of gray ones there for the Chinese or Japanese kanji symbols, I guess, whichever those are. I guess they're probably pretty much the same. BC205 for the polycaps for this. And then something new we've got with this version here, of course, as well, as I mentioned, is the wire and then the cloth or mesh cover for that. So once that's cut to size, you'll string the wire through the cloche meth part, so you'll have that nice bit there. And it looks to be pretty long as well. I'm not sure how short they're going to want us to cut that down to, but as it is, it's pretty long. Then we've also got the addition of DBA1 in clear ABS here for the stand for the sword when you're throwing it out. Right, so runner A here is in 4 colors. We've got 1 part in white, 1 part in plain clear, and then the rest of the runner is in yellow and red. Runner B, funnily enough, is our fluorescent clear green part here, the effect part for the beam trident. Runner C1 is a bunch of our white armor parts here, and this runner is marked for both the Shenlong as well as the Ultron EW as well, so it's cool that it's marked for both on the runner there. We do also have runner C2 for this half of the runner over here. Looks like mostly parts for the legs and arms. And then runner D1 as well, the rest of the white armor parts, again marked for the Shenlong as well as the Ultron. Now I do also have the P-Bandai Ultron Gundam, which I should get around to reviewing for you guys at some point in the near future as well, so I'll try to do that. But anyway, I do also have runner D2 here as well. Runner E, here will be all of our parts in blue. It's a really nice shade of blue, it doesn't look too bad. And then runner F here is in a standard gray. Now this is a few parts there for like the weapons, as well as a few inner frame and joint parts, things like that on there as well. Now I want to just quickly mention about the parts list for the new parts list for the Liaoya unit. I mentioned 2 runners, but actually it's just the 1 single runner is new. On here it's just telling you that the F runner, which is not a new runner for the kit, but you're just going to omit this part. So in the standard manual it doesn't tell you to omit that, because obviously you wouldn't omit that for the standard kit, but for this version of the kit you will omit that part, so you won't end up using that one for this particular version. Alright, then runner G is more frame bits here, but this time in gray ABS plastic. Runner H is back to some more white armor parts here, but this one is specifically for the Shenlong and not for the Ultron, so I'm guessing most of these parts are going to be for the dragon head on its arm. Then we're getting back to frame parts here as we get into runner XA. Now XA and XB are part of the G frame runners. These are going to be standard parts that you're going to see in among multiple master grade wing kits from the EW line. So this is parts there for the hands, waist parts, torso parts, looks like a bunch of these in gray ABS. Then runner XB is XXXG frame 4, so this would be again just more frame standard frame parts here. This looks like mostly parts for the arms and legs, as we do have 2 of this XB runner. And then runner I would be our singular completely new runner here for this kit. So it's, as you can see, it's just a few parts there, but it is in 4 colors. We've got white, red, yellow, and gray all in here for new parts for the shield and the sword. So that is it for the unboxing, guys, and I'm really excited about this. I've got a few other master grade wing kits, mostly P-Bandai ones, that have come out in the past couple years that I need to get around to building, so this is probably going to be the first of a few of them I'm going to try to get to over the next couple months and share those with you guys, because I'm pretty backed up with P-Bandai wing kits that I need to get around to reviewing. So as always, guys, huge thank you to USA Gundam Store for making this possible. If you are interested in checking out different P-Bandai kits and anything else Gundam and even non-Gundam stuff as well, of course you can check out USA Gundam Store. The link is down below, and you can save 10% off everything there with my coupon code there, ZakuAurelius10. So check that out, it's all down there in the video description. If you have any other questions or comments about this particular kit, of course feel free to leave those down in the comments section down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the review. Bye bye.